This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Cabo Jim Schaller.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast, number 209 already. Today we have Good Neighbor Denise Grothouse from Perfect Six Marketing. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Happy to be here.
I'm excited to learn a little bit about more what you do. So without further ado, let's jump right in and why don't you share a little bit about what you do.
Perfect Six Marketing, I developed it out of a necessity that I saw with business owners. I had my own business. I needed a marketing firm. And when I looked into it, I found there's a lot of gaps that were missing. I handled marketing at the company that I founded. And so I established a little bit of a different strategy. And what I do is I handle all the marketing for a company. And that includes brand awareness, sales leads, social media, pretty public relations, everything. And when you do it in a holistic manner like that, you get a better result. So I hired a lot of gold star, high IQ people. Marketing in today's day and age is very much a collaboration of psychology, creativity, and technical knowledge. There's a lot of technical stuff going on right now. So it covers all those bases and the end result is much better. A lot of my clients at my original business actually were begging me to start a company. I wish I could hire you. I wish you could do my emails. I wish you could. And that's actually, to this day, I haven't advertised. My business grew just based on referrals, literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's good. That's the way you want to do it, though. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what did you do before then? You mentioned another business.
I did two things. One, I traveled around the world. I was working for a large company that we were growing to take public. So we grew the company through acquisitions. And then I left with my partner. We started what was called, the name of the company is Grothouse, Inc. And in that we manufactured custom wood products, custom wood countertops, bars, serving more of the higher end market. So it was kind of a recession-proof entity. And with that is, while I was a commercial art major in college, I really liked the business and the numbers and how absolute they were in helping you make decisions. So I believe marketing is the culmination of both. It allows me creativity and yet that analytics that you need to grow a business.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the challenges, making that transition, jumping into your own. I mean, it's not that you had a business already, but jumping into a different industry. What type of challenges did you face or anything that you can look back at now and say, you know what, I'm not necessarily glad I went through it, but I went through it, I made through it, and now I'm in a better place?
Well, the biggest one was, we successfully took that company public, right? So, and I realized I didn't like working for publicly held companies. They operate a little different. And I left my job in May to start Grothouse Inc. And in December, the entire business burned down.
Wow.
We literally had $5,000 on an American Express credit card. And it was like, giving up was not an option. This is all we had. So we literally built it back up and turned into a very successful, we ship nationwide and some imports too. So internationally to a degree. Very successful, wow. But that was probably the most heartbreaking, challenging time of my life.
Absolutely. It can be devastating. It takes a lot of people out, but you persevered and you pushed through and look at where you're at today, right?
Yeah.
So are there any maybe myths or misconceptions surrounding what you do currently that we can kind of clear up for our listeners?
A big thing that I see is that people view marketing, business owners especially, view marketing as more transactional in that they want you to, here, give me a quote to do this. And they want to stick with that, even if it needs to be adjusting to the market where you're at, what you're doing. It's a very fluid thing. Same thing for websites. They think if they just build a beautiful website, it's going to be found. And that's just not true. So you can build a beautiful website, but you also have to have people pushing it forward into the algorithm for you. And that's ongoing all the time. Why? Because your competitors are adding websites and changing and working on theirs. So it's like this never-ending race to the top kind of a thing. Yeah.
And it is. It's about being seen. It's about being out in front of the community and, on a regular and consistent basis. Because like you said, people's attentions nowadays are a little bit shorter than when I grew up anyways.
Yes. Do you know how many words people want to read on a post? It's like 8.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Even with videos, if it doesn't catch my attention right away, people are scrolling away right away. It's
Yep.
People
You've got 3 seconds.
It's crazy. So talking about the industry and technology, are there certain things that are maybe trending now?
This is literally the most exciting time I've ever had in marketing, because the opportunities are so vast and everything's changing so fast. The big thing I'm seeing is AI, right? They're actually starting to digitally clone people. So for example, I could make a video talking about topic A, and that video could be cloned to make me talking about topic B, C, D, E. That's coming up next. And so what I see is very critical for every business owner to know is that even though AI is out there, it's out there for everyone. So you're going to get bombarded with content that doesn't resonate with anyone. Being authentic, mastering your brand voice, being granular, and being very open and transparent with you. People need to get to know you. And that is probably the most important take home anyone listening to this should take, is be yourself. Let people know what you like, what you don't like, where you're at. They appreciate that more than some, kind of sterile post that doesn't really resonate with anyone and looks like a million others that are out there.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's still a personal connection that you need to form, between business and potential client customer. Absolutely.
Always.
So are you from Southwest Florida originally?
No, originally I'm from Pennsylvania, Allentown, Pennsylvania.
You are. What brought you down to the beautiful weather in Southwest Florida?
The beautiful weather in Southwest Florida. I love the people here. It's such a friendly place. I had to learn to slow down in driving. I'm very much a New York style driver. So I drive much slower here. I always knew I wanted to retire near the beach. And I'm setting myself up ultimately for, granted, I don't know when I'm going to ever retire because I love what I do so much. I don't really want to, I don't think. But nonetheless, I'm 10 minutes from the beach. This is a wonderful...
That is perfect. That is perfect.
Yeah. There's so many restaurants here. Limoncello, great in Naples. You've got the nature of Bonita. This is just a wonderful section of the United States. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. And that's why we live down here, to be able to get out and enjoy those things. And even if you don't retire, it's still nice to get to the beach once in a while.
Yeah. I go there every weekend.
Yes. Got a favorite beach? Maybe we shouldn't tell everybody, right?
There's a bunch that are good. Like I take my dogs to the dog beach. That's a great one, right?
Yeah.
Bonita Beach, Vanderbilt Beach. Yeah.
They're all nice. They're all a little bit different, but still nice. So, is there one thing you wish our listeners knew about Perfect Six marketing that maybe they're not aware of?
Yes, I've really curated a team of people that are very intelligent and they're capable of multitasking tasking, like understanding the different elements that make one thing very great. As a team, our best results are always a collaboration, including with the owner. We stay in constant communication with the business owners. My goal is to become an extension of their business so they can focus on just running the business. And I'm augmenting all of that. And what we do is we'll even interact with the salespeople. You can do all kinds of geo-fencing, geo-targeting for where they are, if they're trying to sell things at a trade show. And also with their IT department to make sure cybersecurity is up to speed. Certainly people that have government contracts, for example, need to make sure we follow protocols. So I put together a team. My employees get to know and establish relationships with the accounts. It's not like many agencies where here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to check that box every month. And, you may or may not know who's actually executing the work. We're very transparent there. So my goal is to have an agency where people have job security. So it's not like if we lose an account, someone's getting fired, which is common among agencies. And I don't do that. I want a stable work environment so we can get the best people and we work with the best clients and get the best results. It's kind of, they call it the Michelangelo effect,
I love it. I love it. So how would our listeners go about contacting you if they had more questions or wanted to learn a little bit more?
They can call or text 484-553-0754, or they can visit our website, www.perfect6marketing.com, spelled out SIX. And
Perfect.
we're on pretty much every platform: Instagram, Facebook, X.
You're
LinkedIn.
visible like your clients should be, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, we have to show them how it's done, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any last words for our listeners?
I just greatly appreciate the time you've taken to spend with me today. What a great opportunity. What a wonderful podcast. I really appreciate it. So thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for being such a good neighbor. And I hope to see you out in the community soon.
Wonderful.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com. Or call 239-296-2621.